4 miles south of mainland Britain sits a diamond in the Solent. An island paradise blessed with golden beaches, verdant forests, ancient valleys and chalk-white cliffs.
The Isle of Wight, like paradise, really.
It's a land steeped in rich history. Every year, millions visit these shores to step back in time. Welcome to an island of old memories.
When a place gets into your heart, it's there permanently.
And new stories.
When you see the sunrise, it's beautiful. I think I'm lucky to be alive living here.
Welcome to the Isle of Wight. The Royal Isle of Wight County Show has been attracting huge crowds since 1833, including Queen Victoria, who exhibited sheep from her Osborne estate. With 11,000 visitors expected, it's a great chance for growers, makers and artisans to showcase some of the island's finest local produce.
Mint chocolate chip in a tub.
The Royal County Show is an unmissable event for the council's vice-chairman, Carl Love, and his husband David, and they can't resist a cheeky treat for themselves and their peckish standard poodle Rollo.
Oh, come on, let's go and get your ice cream.
Right, it's time for an ice cream for Rollo. There you go, come on, Rollo.
He wants the rum and
yours. You not like this one? Try this one. That's it, good boy.
Oh.
Away from the holiday bustle, summertime in the West is an altogether wilder affair. With miles of rolling fields and natural wonders at every turn, the glorious countryside is an inviting playground of outdoor adventures and hidden trails waiting to be discovered. It's a timeless rural charm that first prompted couple Michelle and Neil Payne to escape the rat race and start down a new path.
I'd seen alpacas at a county show a couple of years before and thought we could actually do alpaca walking. And 3 that we went to buy turned into 11, and now we have a herd of over 100.
Helping Michelle and Neil with their enriching enterprise is local animal lover Kate Ryan, who manages the seasonal surge in alpaca walking tours.
They can spit, but just because they can doesn't mean they will, and they can kick, but again, just because they can doesn't mean they will, and if you follow everything I say, you're going to be absolutely fine. I started here when I was just turning 17, now 25, so I've been here a fair bit, but I wouldn't change it. It's working outside is the best thing. I couldn't be happier on the island.
Celebrated writers and artists have long been seduced by the Isle of Wight's ethereal light and breathtaking landscapes. It's a creative tradition that's still very much alive today, and for one local artist, blending art with nature runs deep in the family blood. Working from a studio in Artisan Barns near Newport, glassblower Timothy Harris is a world-renowned designer and maker of studio glass. His unique hand-blown pieces are made by inflating molten glass using a blowing iron and then hand-shaping them to create glass vases or bowls. It's an art form that dates back to Roman times and a passion that was passed on to Timothy by his father Michael, who moved to the island from Malta in 1972. Along the sprawling shoreline, shards of sunlight bounce off sparkling sapphire waters, transforming rugged beaches and sandy bays into shimmering bands of white gold. For holidaymakers, this island paradise is a chance to breathe in the sea air and ride the waves of relaxation. But for one local family, these alluring waters are not just a beautiful backdrop. They also provide a prosperous livelihood that goes back generations.
It's a lovely morning, Emma.
In the pretty harbour village of Bembridge, Graham Henley and fiancée Emma Orchard run the island's only floating seafood restaurant, selling fresh produce straight from the surrounding sea.
Today, I expect we'll be fairly busy because August is the busiest month of the year for us, and we should be full up.
With hordes of hungry tourists flocking to this floating eatery to sample Graham's famous fresh crab and lobster, it's a constant daily challenge to keep up with demand. Fortunately, Graham has the perfect seafaring solution to make sure his supply of fresh fish doesn't run dry. Fisherman and family friend, Bob Simmons. Bob's been fishing these waters since he was 9 years old, and for this hardened sea dog, it's the dream job.
Lovely crab they are. Claws will be full of meat. Beautiful. We better get them cooking then.
Stocks are high and spirits are up, and so are the number of bookings. With dressed crabs selling for around £20 each, Graham can only hope that Bob's caught enough to keep him and his hungry customers satisfied. For its size, the Isle of Wight is remarkably rich in plant life. Blessed with a climate without extremes, the island is a carpet of colour during the summer months. The lush green landscape specked with the pinks, purples and yellows of wild flowers, some rarely seen on the mainland. But this unique biodiversity extends beyond the shoreline, below the water too, and it's an underwater garden of delights that island-born conservationist Jamie Marsh loves to explore. For the last 3 years, Jamie and a team of dedicated volunteers have been on a mission to repopulate the coastline by planting healthy seeds along the seabed. Today, it's a 6 a.m. start for the group. We're making the most of the shallow waters to harvest the precious seeds. Seabeds in the area have already seen the welcome return of significant marine life, such as pipefish, flatworms and stalk jellyfish.
Just great. It's nice and early in the morning. There's lots of wildlife around, hunting fish, so yeah, it's just a nice day to be out and about as well.
Thanks to the efforts of this small but dedicated team, the seabeds are in safe hands in this little corner of underwater paradise.
That was a really nice experience to have. First thing in the morning as well, with a great group of people. It was fantastic, and I'll definitely be doing it again if they'll have me.